Babes. I don't know. Let me know if it's going. I don't know what's going on. If it's not, then I'm going to have to fix it. I'm going to have to fix this.
Yeah, you're fine.
It's showing now? Okay, guys, we're having a little bit of technical difficulties. Trying to figure this thing out because they seem to be changing a lot of stuff. Good night, everybody, and welcome to the live. It's straight talk and no chaser. So welcome to the live. I'm gonna just wait for a few more people to come in. Well, we're a little bit, 20 minutes, about 10 minutes later than what we wanted, but that's okay. I guess the later, the better. Good night. Rum, please. Have a drink. I could use some rum right now too. So I hope you guys are having a good night and a good weekend so far. The days them seem to be flying by. Let me see. Like up the live, people. Thank you. Thanks for joining. Andrea McDonald. So, give me 1 second. Let's see. Don't know what. Memphis, why ain't a guy in bed? That one there. Bo jiggity. Yeah, you're right to delete that. Oh my goodness. Okay, I was just waiting for a few more people to come into the live to start with the topic for tonight. So, like I said, welcome to the live. We're doing a trial run. You guys asked for us to go and do live, and basically talk about certain, I guess, like real life situation and our take on it and stuff like that. Hi, Marie. Hi, how are you?
Marie.
I know, I'm horrible with names. Especially pronouncing them. I am horrible. So yes, a few people had reached out and said for us to do like a live segment. So we're actually doing a trial run because I had tried this before and there wasn't a lot of people that came on. So we are going to try this again and see how it goes. And if it goes well, then we can probably go live every Saturday night around this time. Or I had put up a poll asking you guys what time did you guys want us to go live, whether it was 9:30, between 9:30, 10:30 at night. So thank you all for the ones that tuned in and like up the live, please. Thank you. It's much appreciated. And I had also sent out a post asking you guys what are the topics you would like to talk about. Somebody said, oh, Jamil. It says, hey guys, hey Jamil. Hope all is well. Good night. So I had asked you guys to send in some topics as well to sit down and for us to discuss what you guys want to talk about. So the topic that we're going to talk about tonight, it's called, would you stay with a man or a woman if they brought a child into your relationship? So you guys have been together, whether it's a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5, maybe 6, 10 years. And your spouse, whether it's her that went out and brought a child in, or whether he stepped out on your relationship and brought a child in. So that is the topic for tonight. I want to hear your guys' views and what your thoughts are. Would you stay with that person, knowing that you've been with that person for such a long time and they went out there and, you know, slept with somebody else and brought the child in, and you have to either accept it I guess. How would you find that? That's a huge, what it says that's a huge entanglement. So you say that's a huge entanglement. Let me see. So would you stay with the person if it was your husband or boyfriend? Doesn't matter. That's really hard. What is your take on it, Mr. Williams? So if I was the one that stepped out on a relationship and I slept with somebody and I got pregnant, would you stay with me? So this is like strictly straight up talk, like honest.
What do you mean if you go down? Why you can that know?
You never know. Maybe something was breaking down in our relationship, and I find that maybe I wasn't getting enough attention at home, because you know how it goes. Sometimes one thing leads to another, and there's, like they say, there's always many reasons why people tend to cheat in a relationship, right? You have some people, they're just wild, but it's more generally man. Well, you do have women too. So generally men are, right? Generally is usually the man them that go out and cheat. But you have women nowadays, yes, women are doing it as frequently as well.
Woman go cheat, but man easier to get it. Woman in the sneaking.
But we learn from the best. We learn from you guys. We just learn what you guys do and learn how to flip it and just be more wiser with it. You guys make things easy, and you've got to remember, as women, we're detectives. So we detectives. So when you think we ain't watching, trust me, we watching. We just don't let you know that we watching. But you never answer the question. So if I went out and, you know, our marriage, whatever, maybe something was breaking down in our marriage, but maybe you didn't think nothing is going on and everything was fine. And I went out and I cheated on you and I got pregnant, right? But you wouldn't even really know, per se, because a lot of times that does happen. Women go out, they do cheat on man, they do get pregnant, but the man think that maybe it's his child. Unless the man really like is that into his woman, then enough time they don't know, right? And they're gonna think that, yeah, and they'll say, yeah, man, I me breed that, and but as all the side man out there, they laugh after you and they'll say him knock you up, but in the go and make you think so you one. So you're gonna answer the question. So would you stay with me, or would you?
I don't know. Yeah, it depends.
It all depends. You're being honest.
No, I can't answer that one.
Why? Because it hasn't hit home. Oh gosh, that's really hard. Celestia said that's really hard. Obviously, positively not. That's sticky. Not everyone cheats. No, yeah, that's true. Not everyone cheats. Some just very sneaky. You look past the cheating, then that happens. The child is always there. Trust is gone. Yes, I think that's hard. Like, would I stay with you? I think that would probably be very hard, because you know what? Seeing as much as I'm a woman,
knowing with you don't really hard.
Knowing with me, yeah. I think if you well, me always bringing up the past, but there's reasons why people bring up the past, right? Because if the past never stays in the past, then the past is going to be brought up.
But the past is still in the past, you always bring up the past.
No, that's not the case. But what I would say, yeah, it would be very hard if the tables were turned and that was you that was out there and you stepped out on me and you cheated and brought a child in the relationship and pretty much asking me to accept it. Of course, it would be hard. And I've known it's very hard because what do you mean it's harder for a man?
Yeah.
How is it harder for a man? How?
It's easier for a man. For a man can one baby self him, one you can baby come self you. How it don't work?
What do you mean how it don't work? No. How is it gonna work? Because I'm pregnant and I'm gonna pass it off as yours until the baby come. And then sometime you not even know, because maybe that jacket go fit. So, but yeah, there is a situation out there, and I know people in situation right now that basically their man stepped out and had other children and bring it into the relationship, and you have the woman still with the man, right? Yeah, but the woman is still with the man, but the woman ill-treat that child. And at the end of the day, that child is innocent. And now the child that needs to get the bashing, you know, are the man or the woman will step out and bring in the child. They're the one that's supposed to get the bashing.
But then everybody.
But that the child suffers in the end, right?
When everybody sees them.
Right?
So,
yeah.
Some woman really take care of them, you know, their husband or so, just like a freedom one.
No, I don't mean like that. Like if you had a child previously and I had one and we got together, then that's different. I'm talking about you actually going out there, like we're together now and you go out there tomorrow, go cheat and then go breed somebody and bring in the youth and expect me to accept it. That's like what I mean, right? And that's something for a lot of people that is hard. It says, what it says, the person said, oh, hi, William fam, hello. He is right, Shan. That's just how a man thinks. They can't stand to think of you with another man, but they want you to understand when they do it. That's definitely true. That's why they always say if you can't learn to take bun, don't give it. Because enough time man out there and then give woman bun. But you know the funny thing, when women give them bun, you see the bun sweet, I know, when we give the bun, because the man them just the picture, you see the whining where them get, just a picture enough for them, the 10 times better where the other wine where the man they get. And that alone makes some of them go crazy and do things like kill women where they're not supposed to do. And I think that's the God truth. When enough men, when they think about that, they say, but wait a minute, when that the girl that work me, I should do something so good, and then like it just mess. That's the thing that mess with most of your man mentality. So what is it that you guys think about that make you want to kill woman to backside when a woman go kill no bun? Thank you. Yes, man. Like up the live, please. Thank you.
But I think so far, you know.
Really? Really?
I don't know what me like. It never happened to me. Like, I don't know.
It never happened to you, so you wouldn't know.
Hey, it happened to me. I don't know. I don't want to try now.
Oh yeah, the traffic on me.
No.
Yeah, I guess in a situation, it is a tough situation. But for me, I know it would be hard because every day, even seeing that child and watching that child grow, like yes, that child's a part of would be a part of you, right? So I'm gonna look at that part, but the other part, you know, like the devilish part of you will be like, wait a minute, he went out and he cheated. You know, he cheated. And how long was he cheating to be out there making a child with this girl, you know?
You can't think like that. They think I'm an innocent child. And
Hello, as innocent as the child is, a lot of women don't think like that, right? Mm-hmm. Just like how you have some woman where they're with man, right? And the man stepped out and had a child and the woman beat the kid, like literally treat the kid like shit. Right? When the man is not around, you know, the woman treat that child like shit. But when the man is around, she put on the face and say, oh, that's my stepson or my stepdaughter. Act the nicest way around. And then when nobody's not seeing what's going on, they ill-treat the child. And that happens so often. So often. Okay. Now, for instance, I could speak on certain experience. I'm not going to put any name to certain things, but I can go off certain things. As when I was growing up, I had somebody like the person my dad was with. He never liked me or any of my sisters. And I also had stepbrothers. So she came in the relationship with kids. So this is like a different part to it now, right? You go into a relationship as a man and a woman. Say you are coming with your kids, then me are coming with mine. You're coming in and you're looking at it as supposed to be one big family. But the problem is the woman don't like your pitney them, but she wants you to accept her kids. How is that going to work? How would a man deal with that? Because we know a lot of men, when it comes to that, they don't have no backbone and they make a woman run them life, right? And it does happen because it happened with my dad. So that's something I can speak on because I was a child, a product of that child, and I witnessed it. I went through it. Like for years, I had that person, like my dad's other half, that did not like any of us, not one of his kids. But like when he was around, she smiled. She was the most joyful person. But behind like my dad's back and talk, and she's like, you know, so me glad me never have no gal pitney. Me can't stand on no. And I'm just like, you know, like I just literally sometimes I just scratch my hair and I say, you know, and like when you go and you talk to that parent, it's not that you hate the person, but you have a lot of parents too that don't back their kids, right? Because they're so wrapped up in the relationship. It's not all the time that kids try to talk to you parents to break up your relationship, but sometimes as parents, you guys need to listen to your kids because sometimes if you see kids are certain off, they're a distance from the person that you're with, you need to take note of that, right? And a lot of parents, they're so wrapped up in the person that they're with or just trying to be with somebody that they don't see what's going on. And that was like the case. And I looked at it and I felt like my dad never had a backbone because he never stood up for us. And as he was our only parent, he should have stood up for us and be like, okay, me get into this relationship. You have your kids, me have my kids. And if you buy anything for your pitney, you should be able to buy the same for mine. Treat my kids as they're yours, as I would if your kids were actually biological mine. And that's something I strongly believe in, right? Because nowadays there's so much mixed family. I'm just gonna read some of the comments. True, the man them forget beaten. Oh my gosh. Yes, like up the live, guys, please and thank you. So what are your guys' thoughts and takes on that? Oh my gosh, Sean, why are you telling? Chrissy, me have to tell a story, man. Yeah, I have to tell a story. And it says the act to get the child wasn't innocent. Yes, Mario, the act to get the child. No, then the act they never innocent. Them the act they always say, what is it? The 5 minutes of something was sweet them because you see this ahead of what they're supposed to think with, they not think with that one. They think with the bottom one. Oh, and after them finish, they're like, oh shit, what did I just do? Then go say, but wait a minute, that the girl didn't all that anyways. How want me go do? And sometimes, you know, say the funny thing is when man go out there and cheat, sometimes the woman where they have at home, you know, is better comparing to the one then go out there go cheat with. That's something women never understand as well. Can somebody explain that one to me? Why is it that when your man go out there and wanna go cheat, why is it the girls that wanna go cheat with look like Boto? Well, not every man. Some. So we can't say every man. Some of them, you have some man they go out there go cheat, and yes, of course, the one where they go out there go cheat with is better than the one that they have at home. And this is why some of the case where the ones that when they go cheat with, them end up leaving the ones them at home for the ones them outside. And not all of them, not some of them. Of course. I say somebody says, Shan, yes, a lot better. I'm standing with my family. Adrina McDonald say, I'm standing with my family. So you would stand with your family is as if your husband or wife cheated and brought a child into the relationship, you would still stay? Adrina, can you please elaborate on that? Shan, a lot better. Yes, Shan, a lot better. Shan, you said wife always look better. No, man, no, let me rephrase that, Marie. No, wife not always look better. Sorry. Some wife look good, not all of them, but some of the wife look good and some of the matey look better than the wife. So I can't agree with that. Ziggy question. So what if these was a problem at home and she making no changes and because of that he got cheated and it was happening to the kids come? The question. Let me see. So how you would answer that, Mario? The question was Ziggy asked. Answer the question.
The question was Ziggy asked of you, you know.
Huh?
The question was Ziggy asked of you, they go for you know.
Oh, you would stay for your kids? But at the end of the day, Adrina, yes, you would stay for your kids, but staying for your kids, would you still be able to be happy within that relationship though? A lot of women, yes, a lot of women, that's another good topic to talk about. Why a lot of women stay in marriages that they're unhappy or relationship that they're unhappy about. Some of it is like what, financial reason, because of the kids, why they stay. But I don't believe that's a reason to actually stay, right? But everybody have their own opinion. I couldn't stay with somebody because of my kids. I was in a situation like that, where I stayed with an abusive partner because I didn't want my kids, any other man in my kids' life, because I already had one man in my kids' life, and I didn't want to be that mother that I had different males coming in and out of my kids' life. So I stayed in that relationship. And at that time I was what, 21, 22, 23, I was young. And that was the worst mistake I made, right? When it was actually when I reached, just before I reached my 23rd birthday, and I was like, no, this is not right. I don't want to see my kids growing up seeing me unhappy. I'm in a relationship because I don't want different men coming in and out of the house. So I'm gonna stick with this one man that didn't give two rats ass about me, and he was abusive. No, I decided that I would rather walk away from that relationship. And if it be that I had to be a single mom and raise my kids on my own, I did that. And that's what I did. Answers your question, Mario. So what if there was a problem at home and she's making no change? Well, if there's a problem at home and she's making no change, you sit down and you talk to her. If you continuously be talking to your spouse about the same thing over and over and you see no change, there's going to come a point in time in your life that you're going to start drifting from that person. And this is what brings people to cheat. That's why I believe communication, honesty, is such a big thing in the relationship. Because if you cannot communicate with your spouse about the things that you hate about them, or well, not necessarily hate, dislike, right? And you guys can't come to an agreement. And if you see that there's something in that person continuously is not changing, then there's going to be a breakdown in your relationship. At the end of the day, that's what I found. There will be a breakdown in the relationship, because at the end of the day, as much as you love somebody, there is only so much a person can really take, right? Because I know if there was something that Mario kept doing in our relationship, and I'm constantly talking about it, but to him, he feels like I'm nagging, but I am not nagging, right? But at the same time, he's not looking at my point of view. And that's the thing too. A lot of times when you're in a relationship, the person don't put themselves in your shoe and say, okay, well, how would I feel if I was in her situation? Put yourself in that person's situation as well, and think when you're doing things. Sometimes a person only think about, they see things their way, and they don't put themselves in other people's views, and that's where problems tend to occur, right? So, and then it says, and then he goes cheat, and it does happen, and kid come. So, and then if the kid come and stuff like that, if you're still with that person, it's either you better cross your fingers and hope that person accepts your child. And don't mean hope that person accept the child because you went out there and cheat. Hope that you brought the child in the relationship and that person can accept the child, and not behind your back they're doing something different. They pretend that they accept your child, but behind their back they're literally beating your kid, treating them like the worst, and be like, oh, you come in my life and you're ruining my relationship with your father or whatever. Like, because it does happen. I've seen it happen firsthand, right? I've seen it happen firsthand. So it does happen. It won't be the same though, but most matey not have wife qualities, just to look. Chrissy, most matey, no sir, I know true. What's your take on that, Mario? Chrissy said, most matey not have wife qualities, just to look. What's your take on that?
We have to find out. We start somewhere, you know. Sometimes we start and you find out that they have to do themselves, just love you alone. But they go look somebody and I'm going to think about them right away. And we just go and knock it 1 and 2 times, you know.
So you say, I don't go and knock him at you 1 and 2 times.
You gotta find out certain things about it. You can continue with it, if not, you just cut.
Okay. So yeah, where was I now? No, you have some mateys out there that they do have wife quality material. It's just that them probably can't find a good man, right? And then some of them, it's not by like, it's not like they want to become matey, but they end up in that role sometimes, right? So, and then become matey and decide that they want one wife. So sometimes, maybe time will tell, just God to lead. And okay, I agree with that. So it says, if there was a problem and she was making no change, cheating would make the problem bigger. Yeah, cheating, that's true. Cheating would make the problem bigger. But at the end of the day, if you're with somebody and you just find that there's no change making and you're constantly talking and trying, then what's the point of staying with that person? If that person won't change for themselves and they won't change, like, because at the end of the day, a person can't change for you. If they love you enough, they would change for you. But if they're not changing for themselves, they're going to go back to their dirty ways, right? So that person has to change for themselves, but also want to change because they love you as well. So they're willing to sacrifice and make that change, right? And that's a part of a relationship. It's about sacrifice, you know, making changes so like things can work for the greater good, as they say. I personally feel if it comes to where you're even going to cheat or think to cheat, leave the person, break up. I agree on that 100%. I agree on that 100%. I believe it doesn't, like, if you know you're going to cheat, you might as well just leave. Leave. If there's nothing holding you there, because when you already have it in your mind to cheat, that means, because a lot of people are like, oh, if you cheat, you still love the person that you're with. No. Why? If you really genuinely love somebody, you don't need to go out there and cheat. That's my take on stuff. And that's something I strongly believe in. And trust me, I could tell you life story, and I've been with somebody that I actually genuinely love. And I was getting cheated on left, right, and center. In my eye, in my nose, all part of my body. And, you know, I was young and naive, and I still stayed with that person. And even when his own boys would come and say, Shan, how do you know, say a nice, beautiful, good-looking girl like you? Look how you look good. Eh? You have 2 kids and you look like you not even have any kids. Are you doing so good for yourself? And you make this a tough move back boy, you come ruin your life. Yeah, look, you should see the girl when they cheat on you, all they drive on in your car. Let me tell you, I've been through some things. And because, like, you know, and I was like, and I still, even with all the cheating that was going on, I never cheated on him. I still stayed faithful. And I just got to the point where I just couldn't handle it anymore, right? And I just decided to call it off. So it's better that you leave, because at the end of the day, and that relationship had for a while, like, made me swear off man and said I didn't want nothing to do with man, right? And stuff like that. Like, when you care about somebody and somebody you think that you can make a life with, and somebody go out there and cheat and do something like that, it really messes with a person, right? And I always believe if people want to be out there and you want to go cheat and stuff, just have an open relationship. Because when you have that, there's no strings attached. Or, you know, say, if you go say, all right, we're going to have a threesome, then, you know, say, that different because you're open to that, right? If you have an open relationship and the person's like, okay, me I go find one spooky tonight and whatever, then you have that. You don't have to worry about the person cheating because you have that open relationship. You guys have that communication, and it's pretty much.
When you have an open relationship, much person can do that one.
What?
If me and you have an open relationship, much somebody can have it.
What do you mean? If me and you have an open relationship, me and you could never have an open relationship.
No, I'm just saying, like, how much person we can make.
Well, I assume that will be up to the couple. It's just like it's almost like it's almost like swingers. Actually, I don't think so. It all depends. No, you would have to agree on that, like in an open relationship. Right? You would agree on your boundaries and what rules that you guys set for each other. Right? I say every relationship is different. So that would be something that's true. We agree. Sometimes the love dies. Yes, sometimes the love dies. But it's also you. Let me see. How do I put this? The love dies in a relationship because I find sometimes the reason why the love will die is like the communication. And then when you're in this rat race world where you're always working and it's like you have no time for each other and you have the kids, but you have to make the time. You have to make the time. And I believe like just having those little late nights where whether the kids them are gone to bed or where the kids them are gone to bed and you just make that little time for yourself, for each other to sit down and talk about the good things, talk about the bad, like talk about things that are bothering you, because I find that sometimes those are type of things that that causes problems in relationship. What the hell is? How do you? I need to give somebody a timeout on this. All right, there we go. Figure that out. Let the person sit and hold one of those for a second. All right, so you have to, and then you have to remember the reason why you two fell in love in the first place, and try to rekindle that. Find the little things that, like just that smile that made you fell in love with that person, or the simplest thing are just, getting up, saying hi, or getting up and find that little note that says, good morning, hon, I love you. Like if that's something that the person used to do, like simple little things like that, talk about the things. And, like, yes, there's a lot of people that fall out of love, but those are just some of the little things. So where is this? Sometimes it says there's easier said than done. Some people cheat out of pure curiosity. Simple put news TV. Yes, the people cheat out of simple curiosity. But what's the point of going and cheating? You might as well just live a single life and jump from one man or one woman to the next, right? Instead of going into a relationship. And that's the thing that I find with a lot of people. When you guys get into the relationship, these are the type of things that you guys should be bring up front. A lot of people I find when they start dating and trying to get to know somebody and deciding whether to go in a relationship with them, they don't sit down and say, okay, within 5 years or 2 years, where do you see yourself? These are the questions that you sit and ask off the bat. I don't believe in waiting until 3-6 months in your relationship when you're looking for something long-term and maybe that person was just looking for a play buddy, right? That alone will literally just make things bad for you. I think when I got with Mario,
you asked me that.
I asked him that right off the bat. I don't even think it took a week. I was like, what are your long-term goals? What are your short-term goals? I said, where do you see yourself in the next 2 years? And he's like, I don't think that far ahead. I'm like, well, you need to start thinking, because I know what I'm looking for, and I'm looking for a husband. I'm looking for somebody to settle down. I started telling him, and I was like, I got 3 kids, this and this. And I started explaining myself to him. And I believe in a relationship, I would find it much easier if a lot of people would come out and be honest. If you're looking for F buddy, say that's what you're looking for. Sometimes us women too, that's all we're looking for too. We're not looking for somebody to fall in love with, head over heels, have that kids in the white picket fence. Well, why? So I want a man that wait for a woman to say, okay, I'm just looking for an F buddy.
No, but right now, if a man say that to a woman, the woman is running me. But if right now, if a woman say that to a man in a business, then you continue to work with it.
No, not necessarily.
I mean, if you go to a woman and tell them I look for an F buddy, and why if he said that happen, you're not going to pay me no money. But you know, say if a woman come to a man and tell him that he come like I want to jive to him.
So not necessary. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I have somebody that is like literally, can you see? No. I have somebody on here spazzing up the comment, and I'm gonna have to delete this person. Okay. Oh my goodness. All right. I'm sorry. Hello, William family. Sexy charm. Sexy charm. Good night. Some people come in your life either as a lesson or as a blessing. And that is so true. That is so true. Some people do come in your life as a lesson or a blessing. But I always say take the good with the bad. Take the blessings, the ones that come into your life with the blessings, and also take the ones that come into your life with the lessons. Because those one you learn a lot from. And trust me, that one that came into my life was my life lesson. And it made me rethink my whole life. Even though I was young, and what I went through, it made me rethink my whole thought on, man, what I was really looking for, what I would stand for what I would not stand for when it came to me looking for another like partner in my life, right? So definitely take the blessings and also take the lessons, because those lessons, they could either make or break you, but they also teach you a lot of things in life. Can you like up the live, please? So definitely true. Oh, I gotta find some way. Exactly, Mario. Oh Lord. So Mario says, if they outgrow each other, put on your adult socks and shoes, open the front door and leave. Forget about the cheat and run around thing. Exactly. And that within itself, it brings a lot of problems, and it brings a lot of disease and stuff, and he say, she say, and I think it just causes a lot of heartache. And in this world that's already so basically sad and upsetting, with so much hurt going on in the world, I don't think you need that. If somebody, I always say, be man enough or woman enough to walk away to something that no longer serves you or makes you happy. Because if you're in a situation and you're not happy, like, what are you really doing with your life? What are you living for? You're living to make somebody else happy. There's nothing wrong with living to make somebody else happy, but make sure yourself is happy as well. Because if you're not happy and you're only living to please somebody else, that's not life. You know, I don't find that's living, right? And I've been there. I was only there I wasn't happy in a situation I was in, and only the person I was with was happy. And inside I was miserable. And like, I was like, what am I really doing with my life? Until one day, like, the bright bulb just went off, and I was like, okay, I've had enough of this. And I decided to make a change. And when I made that change, trust me, I was happy single. And this is why I think a lot of people too that even have been through certain experience in life, they decide to stay single because they get scared. You know, they get scared of being in another committed relationship, or just the thought of what they went through, maybe that somebody else will put them through that. So this is why you find some people decide to be single, and then you have some people that just enjoy being single, right? Maybe they went through the relationship, they've done all of that, they've done it several times and no change, so they decide not to really bother. Not to really bother. Love me or leave me. Yes, I love that. Love me or leave me. Oh Lord. So any more questions or topics you guys want to talk about? If I need more ice. It needs more ice. I've been there, miserable and unhappy. One-side relationship. Oh, yes, those one-sided relationship don't work out very well, because yeah, I know a few friends that's in relationship and marriages like that, where the marriage and the relationship alone is one-sided. You know, they stayed with the person because they look at it, they've been with that person for so long, and they're like, you know, I was like, but you know, you can't be, because you've been with somebody for like 15, 20 years, and that person might have helped you from, if you were coming from nothing, and helped you achieve something in life, or just better yourself from where you were, and you're staying because you're trying to make that person happy. I don't believe that's what's your take on that, Mr. Williams? So somebody asks, would you walk away from a good partner for one act of indiscretion? Well, that all depends. That really all depends. It all depends on what that is. Let me say, if it ever came down to something like that, and I'm with somebody, for me, God forbid if something was ever to happen and say my spouse went out there and cheat, please don't let me find out from anybody on the outside, right? That's one thing I always believe in. If you're out there doing something and other people are out there and they know about it, don't ever let me find out from others. It's better you come to me and sit me down and talk to me, because I'm going to look at you of more of a man when you come and you say something to me, more than me find out from other people. Because you know, so when you find the news like that from other people, and people come and they twist stories, it's going to be 10 times worse. Because at least if I'm with, say, if he was out there and he did something and he come to me and talk to me, you know, he will sit down and he talk to me about it. It could be different, but it all depends on what he basically did. I am sure we all have stories. Oh man. Yes, I'm sure we all definitely do have stories. Somebody says the big C. What's the big C? Huh?
Big C.
Uh-huh. It says, how can you be sure if was an act? That would be the argument every day. At the end of the day, it's all about respect. Once the respect is gone, the relationship is in trouble. Yes, Brittany, I believe that is definitely true, right? If you don't have respect in your marriage or in your relationship, even in a friendship, like just you and your girlfriend, if the respect is not there, once that is broken, and the trust, and for me, it comes down to trust with me and people. Once the trust and respect is like not there, I find that I lose faith. I lose all hope in people. And for me, trust is a big thing. I'd rather you come to me and be honest to my face than you basically tell me something, you lie to my face, and then behind my back, I hear something else. Like for me, I have no problem, like even with cutting off family once it comes to that, because trust is such a big thing. I am such a big-hearted person. As much as a lot of people, you guys see me, a lot of people find me to be very scary and maybe not approachable, but I wear my heart. I'm Aquarius. I'm a lover, as they say. We're not fighters, but we do fight when it comes. We do fight when it comes for the people that we love and our family. Trust me, we will move hell and mountains to protect our family, you know? But as I'm an Aquarius, we're lovers. We're not necessarily fighters. We're peacekeepers. And I don't like the fighting and I don't like the arguing. Like those things, they make me feel away. And for me, honesty is such a big thing, and trusting a person. And once I feel like I've lost that trust in you and the respect is gone, it's hard. It's hard to get that back. And I will try with you, but if I feel like you're not being genuine, like definitely, whether you could be like my mother, my father, sister, my brother, I will cut you off. Like for me, honesty and the respect is such a big thing, you know? And I don't mean like cut you off, like maybe never talk to you, but I will keep my distance. You know, I will keep my distance. That's just me. And it's the same thing with friends. I've cut off so many friends that I have been loyal to over the years. And I find that the trust is not there. Like for me, like once I lose that, it's hard for me to trust you, because then I'll always be wondering, like, you know, is he out there doing that? Is she out there doing that? You know, and you don't want to. In a relationship, you shouldn't have to wonder or be thinking. You should be able to be in a relationship and just have that free-flowing relationship where you're like, oh, like your husband's gone for a whole week. Aren't you worried that he's on a trip with some woman? No, because I trust my husband enough. We have that respect for each other. You know, we have that honesty, that bond, that I don't feel the need that, okay, every 5 minutes, okay, where are you? What are you doing? Oh, I hear a woman in the background. Who is she? Like, I would never want to be that type of person being with a person. And I know there's some women out there like that. Every 5 seconds, then call them, man. Where are you? Who are you with? When are you coming home? No, man. You let the person you're with, as much as you're with a person, you let them have that breathing space. Let them have them breathing space. Where did it go? Where did we see at the end of the day? Okay, and that was the last comment. Oh Lord. So that is what is going on. So anybody doing anything fun for this weekend? We're supposed to get rain if it hasn't started raining yet. We're supposed to get some rain. Did I drink it? Oh. And but if you guys don't have anything else to talk about, then we'll probably cut the live. Oh, Mr. William is not saying too much. he's just sitting there. What topic would you like to address, Mr. William?
What?
Huh?
What?
Okay, I have a question. Would you marry before sex? So would you marry the person and not have sex with them? Or would you have to test out the waters before you married somebody? Because I know that's something that a lot of people say they can't buy puss in a bag. For those who don't know that saying. So what's your thought on that? Would you marry somebody and not have sex with them? No? Why not? But back in the days, you couldn't have sex without a person unless you married them.
But look into it. There's no way for I don't know. Me can't do it.
Why say you wanna stay single?
Me can't do it. Yeah, man.
Where
How that work? How that works?
What do you mean how that works?
I mean, that's
What do you mean how that works? But
yeah.
your parents and maybe maybe back in another generation, they used to do that where they married and.
So they say. So they say.
What do you mean? So
then this to me then.
What do you mean?
But
even some culture, right? Even some African culture. Remember, they sew up the lady's part. So basically, on our wedding night, the man is able to use a knife, cut it open to have sex with her. So basically, right? And they can't have sex with that person until they're married.
So you want to tell me, say, go for the woman to like, for the woman now, they get married before then test the man. And to go when they're ready now and they're married and go there. The man then not nothing. What do you do?
I don't know. I said the man have to use
them
them
mouth. Two man like a man alone have a problem. Woman don't have a problem too.
Well, women generally don't have that much problem like a man have problem because if no man can't get it up, then on a ish get flop. So Brittany says as sex is important. Yes, sex is very important. That's like buying a car without looking under the hood. Hello, enough people buy a car without looking under the hood, especially all the brand new one, right? So if any one of you have bought a brand new car, have you ever looked under the hood? Or just look on it and say, man, this a car is shiny, brand new, we don't need to look under the hood. And don't just buy it because you see it still wrapped up in the package.
It looks shiny and yeah, no matter how the car.
When you did buy the brand new car,
me test it. Me didn't look under the hood, but me test it. Me drive it. Yeah.
But you drive after you sign the papers. No. You drove the car after you test drive a car like it, but you didn't get to test drive the actual brand new car. Because remember, it was customized. So technically, the only time you got to test drive that car, you bought the car based on the other one. Someone like to make things difficult. Oh gosh. But I like that simple put it news. It's like buying a car without looking under the hood. Boy, oh gosh. So wait, no, I'm not gonna ask you that question. You have to test drive the car before you buy it. Well, I guess in this century, yes, you have to. I believe in test driving.
No, I'm not still yes, I mean I do that thing about it, and I say, how the hell somebody to do that?
Do what?
Getting married without having sex. Like,
but even like in Indian culture,
I mean, figure out how they do it because
right? But a lot of Indians, they have arranged marriages from their kids, right? So their kids, the parents them set them up to be married, and they get married, and they lose their virginity on the night of their wedding. So they didn't get to test drive anything.
So what? Why? So why we married now? And in the idea, like what did it? When you do divorce,
you have to go live with it.
You have to go live with it.
Yeah.
Me not married then.
You too late.
Me not married. I would be my test it first.
What? A good thing you did test it. You see obvious. Well, in my case, me had to test. Me had to make sure my merchandise was working, because if that merchandise wasn't working, I couldn't marry it either. So. But my mom is 70 years old, and it was just 2 days ago. She said she would have to test it out first. Yes. Big up to the 70-year-old madam. Me not blame Maria.
Good woman, wise woman.
So yeah, say the woman them back in the days and the man them back in the days. You ever watch them?
No, but I'm going to tell you about that. Say, back in a few days now, the older people them say they do it. Not for them at tell lie. They sneak and do a little thing. Yeah.
Just drive it. You can always take that car back. I can't take my wife back, or can I? You never know if you can take her back. It all depends if your marriage was legit or not. If it was not legit married, you sure can take her back and put her back on the shelf where you got her.
You can't go back.
Who?
Divorce.
What? Wait a minute, you can't go back and divorce.
Well, I mean, you see me how you're married, you see me can divorce.
No, but at the same, you can be with a person. Okay, so if a person, here's another topic.
How long?
Wait a minute. Here's another topic. Say you met somebody, but you really love that person, and that person is not good in bed. Would you leave that person because they're not good in bed? That is the next question. Eh? Hello, answer the question. Don't.
That's a big part of love.
What do you mean that's a big part of love? What do you mean? So sex is a big part of love. Hello, people get sex and love messed up. So don't tell me that.
Without 6 days, no relationship. You know that already.
What do you say? Without shit.
6 days a big part in a relationship.
Thank you. And Mario break each other in. Oh gosh. Thank you, Sunshine, Tina, and what's Celia? I don't even know your name. I'm so horrible with names. Yeah, so what is your take on that? Broke him in. Mario?
If you're good at it, they can teach him.
Is that what you're saying, Marie?
Marie saying?
So if the man not good in bed, you can teach him, right? Yeah, me believe that. What do you say, ladies? The ladies that are on here. If a man is not good in bed, but you love that man, are you willing to teach him? Even if you have to bring toys in the bedroom, some crushed ice and whipped cream, and a watermelon. Don't ask what the watermelon is for, but... Oh my God. Let me take a sip of my juice. Oh my Lord. If him don't have nothing to brock in, then what you do? If him don't have nothing to brock in, hello, man have more than one part on them body where you can use. But if you know, for some women, one part of body is not going to be enough. So that's going to make it hard. You're going to have to figure out something. Yes, Sunshine, Tina, we will have to figure out something. Oh gosh, somebody said my body. Oh goodness. What is the watermelon for? The watermelon is for the foreplay. And the man parts, what's that? Imagine waiting and the man parts little bit and you're laying there like, damn, this is what I waited for. Hey, I got a story about that. I've been with a little ickle-bickle before. Oh gosh, my nephew used to say, don't make fun of me like a Chinese man cheat chip. Oh my God. Oh Lord, test drive it. Oh gosh. But you never know, you know, they always say you can have a man with a big 12-inch or maybe 14-inch and a man with a nice little 4-inch, and it can work better than the 12-inch because the 12-inch halfway dead because it's so big it can't fully stand up, and the little 5-inch can stand up firm, you know, just firm and strong. And still be able to do him 1-2 thing and make you happy. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. So this is the one for the ladies. Big or small? What is 4-inch? Well, actually, I know. Sadly but sure, I think I've been with somebody that's been that small before. I felt very bad. Eh? Somebody that was like 4-inch.
The 4-inch only
What do you mean 4-inch of olive? You know what 4 inches?
Maybe you tape, you know? You want tape?
Okay, maybe it wasn't fully 4 inch. It was less than that.
4 inch of olive.
Oh, gosh. Somebody said, if him eat right and feed him body. Oh, I thought you were talking about if him eat. Sorry. Me never know say I talk about the other mouth. Me I talk about... When she say if him eat right, me go say, well, that can work. Because if the inch and the 4 inch and the 12 inch not work, but in the eat right, yes, that will help. Oh my goodness. I have a story for everything. Girl, of course, I have a story for everything. Yeah, as young as I'm sitting here, young 20 and whatever you want to call it, I've been through a lot in life. So I definitely have a few stories. Honestly though, like how bad can someone be at sex for it to be that bad? Oh gosh, Sunshine Tina, you don't want to know. There's some people that are like literally horrible at sex. They don't know what them doing. They don't know them left from. You know how they say people where dance they have two left foot. You have people like that when it comes to like the bedroom. They really don't know their left from their right, and not for them. You have to get teach. Some people them hard to teach. Them very much hard to teach. But that's why you have some man too, like they like the older and experienced woman. Cause me sit down and I love to have conversation with the gentlemen. Enough of them say, yeah, them like the older woman, like the younger guys, and say they like the older woman because they're very much well experienced and can teach them a thing or two. So sometimes they rather them than the younger girls, and it's like vice versa when you have some of the younger girls them too say they like the older man because they're more advanced in the bedroom and they teach them a thing or two where if they end up with somebody younger, they can also teach them. Uh-oh. Somebody says, what happened? What about when you use up your best stuff before your marriage? Well, let me see. Simple put it news. I'm sorry for that person. You should always have a couple of bags, couple of tricks and couple of bags somewhere. So when one trick not work, you draw for the other bag. When that one not work, you draw for the other bag. You always have to have something up your sleeve. You can never make that go. Because once that go, that's when problems start coming in your bedroom. And then when you start see a woman start stand up on her head and start poop up boom flick, and you wonder where she learned those new moves from. Then you know so you have problems because somebody's been teaching her that. And now she want to come try it with you. Oh gosh. Oh my God. You can't take the little sticky business. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. That's right. He said, suppose it's the woman, why the man can't put. Well, let me hear that one heap of time too. Suppose it's the woman, why the man can't perform.
Yeah, so look how now always a bash the man.
Well, you know, we always a bash the man. No, man. No, there's some women that need help in that department. I know every woman good at what them do. Listen, there's some women that definitely need help in that department. And I always say as women too, we learn a lot of things from you, man, right? We learn a lot from you. As much as some of us women are ashamed to admit it, we do learn a lot from you, man. We just don't really come out and say it, right? We just learn things from you and just learn how to do it better. And if it's the woman's fault, yes, Mario, I want to hear this. So what would you have to say about this one? So if it's the woman we can't perform, what would you do in that case? Eh?
If the woman can't perform?
Yes.
Well, that depends. Woman can't take teaching just like man.
Okay, yeah, I know that.
Okay.
I definitely know that. But the thing is are you willing? Because you know, some man, you see, like how we women have patience. We have patience.
For instance, I get one woman know. You know, say basically, if I get one woman now and in a good plan sex, at least maybe just start have sex and so I say, all right, we work with you and teach her certain things, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you hardly find a woman now and they can't do them thing.
Wow.
Because at the end of the day, I don't know. Man have more problem more than woman.
Mm.
The only time man have problem with woman and maybe too big or they can't man and they can't man.
What you mean maybe too big? Too big in what way?
Maybe too much hole in them.
What? What do you mean too much hole?
Too much.
Some boy say if a woman can't perform, it kills the sex drive. That could be some woman just dead in bed and no little move, just lie down dead. That's called mama and papa style.
Well, if the woman willing to take teaching, right? But some of them just want, you know, try certain things.
But you have some man like that too. Some no man. Listen, some no man so macho when it comes to sex. You think you know it all because you feel say because you sleep with Dick, Hair, and Tom. Dick, Hair, and Tom as women is all the same way. But I not necessarily true. What you do with Susie, you know, don't think you can go and go do it with Pam or then go do it with Sheila because that's three different women. Three different parts. They feel pleasure three different ways. But not for no man, you think what you do with Kim.
If you do the same thing with you, I'm going to do the same thing with next woman. Then I'm going to know, I'm alone now.
Wait a minute, you alone now? Yeah. No, some of we women say, no man, when you see them do this and stuff, you say, I must see other girl when they do it. She must use to and did like, so now when they come try with me and it not work. No. Enough time I saw you go, yes. So you have to switch up. And me always believe in the bedroom, you know, fit to always talk about what you like. Talk about what you like from what you not like. Because like they say, man is not mind reader and woman is not mind reader. Because maybe somebody touched somebody there and then you go touch that person there and that person don't like that. And where did you laugh about? Where is it? Huh? Lie down. Ziggy, you have a man that can perform, but he goes to do whatever with the woman and nothing just can't go on like it's the woman and can't turn him on or so. But enough man do that though. Yeah, like the man are the problem, but then I can say the woman and say, are you man? Are you the reason why me can't stand up? And they say, no, I know me. Are you just because you're who dead? You know, yeah. But you have some man because you know their ego and they don't want their ego to shut down. But you know, as women, they're gonna be like, I wonder if I'm me. If I'm me is the reason why I feel that way. Somebody said, nah, too big is a thing because a boy. Where are you going with that? Where is it? That if the whole too big, I want like a boy something up. That's why they say whole big. That's always an excuse. Boy.
Same thing a woman say about if a woman say about a man, same thing man say about them. So you know who don't be.
Oh Lord. You know what? When you that remind me of that. You remember that that skit that you were showing me with the man, where the man come, where the girl is like, where you say he must use soap or something wash down there, and the guy tie like a rope around his body, and he go back in to go sleep with the girl. And when he go to go sleep with the girl and come up on the ocean beach, and in front of you, pull him up. I use a rope and pull him out the backside because he's gone so deep. Oh my gosh. Oh Lord. I forgot what that video was called. It was too funny. I didn't even read the other ones. Oh my Lord. It says what?
Is it? Woman with boom flick and kick Papa lick, is it?
Yeah. So if woman for boom flick and kick Papa lick, what for man do? Eh?
Make sure they can turn up and
Lizard lap and all them things there.
boom flick and
Oh, so make sure you can't turn up.
Now we turn up, you're alright, you know.
What you mean from your turn up, you're alright? Hello, once you, what you mean, once you turn up? No for no man turn up and you can't do nothing when you turn up.
What you do?
Hello, you have to make sure you know if you whine in night and turn steady and twist in night and all them things. What you mean?
The biggest problem we have here.
So what you say, if you not turn up, then you get drunk.
So what you gonna do?
Oh my goodness. That's too funny. What? King Papa League. Oh God, I have to keep my body moving. Yes, man. Couples need to discuss sex and pleasure so there is no confusion in the bedroom. Yes, I believe in that strongly. Sex is such a big thing. Like almost everywhere you look around us, you see some form of sex. Whether you see the tree or you even see fruits and all the type of sex is a big thing. And I think that is something that people should talk about. But I don't know why some people get so shy to talk about it, right? And if you even talk about it and try and teach each other things that you like from what you don't like, you could have a much better sex life than what you have. Got enough time, you're there, and you're with somebody, and maybe you even get used to that person. I don't know, try. If you find, say, when I get bored and, what you say? Find other ways to do things, but I don't know, watch blue and maybe want to try out one blues, one moving at the blues and see how that go, if that's what you're into, but...
Man to make sure them have good stamina. Exactly matter about you have a good stamina, but enough, always stand up.
Hello, and man always have good stamina to stand up.
No, that's the only problem man have. What kind of problem you have?
Couples.
Woman and turn up on.
What do you mean we don't have nothing to turn up on with? But if a woman is not wet and like feeling the vibes, then it would be coming like sex is like nothing. You kind of just almost like you just sit down there and say, take it.
Say, no, mash up on the feet.
You're your fears. What do you mean you're going to mash up on the feet?
I mean, you know, maybe satisfy myself, I can go on here, you know.
So even if the woman no want to have sex and he say, take care left, you still go take care and mash up on left because you're satisfied. Boy, yes, your woman no easy at all. Oh gosh, is that true for the rest of the man on here? As I want to do a woman, I want to just mash up on lefty. Because as long as you don't get to know one papa off, no good. Well, I always say the good thing about a woman is we have multiple orgasms. So at least we know say we. But by the way, me have another question to ask by here. Here's a good one. What you ladies thinking about a man coming before you? Do you believe that that is right, that a man should come before a woman? Or a man should be able to at least let a woman come one time before them bust off? Because you know, say when man bust off, them done for.
I will come first, Bill.
Where mean I will come first? It's all race in the bedroom. Where you say, you know, say you don't play fair, no race or nothing at all. Eh? Oh gosh, the newbie fan, we passed the after dark hours. You see the caption? Straight talk, no filter, no no chaser. Oh my goodness. Wow. I'm gonna show that one there. Oh my goodness, Mario, my goodness. I know. Tell him again. Race, we are race. Simple put it news. You really believe you're race? You're supposed to have race in the bedroom. Eh? You see, if that be the case, you know, say woman go work where they need to work to get them off and leave you guys hanging. And me know say with man and man getting blue balls, that's not very good. Mm. Straight talk, no filter. I know, eh? him out the order. If that happened. I know. Oh Lord. You can imagine how much women in here get so bent when the man them finished, and you know you still need to go and you have to slap him up and say, I want to go on. Eh? You don't know, so me not finished yet. That is the worst thing.
Next time you know what to do.
What do you mean next time you know what to do? Yes, your face. You must want this house to mash down with me and you tonight. Oh gosh. Yeah, I mean, I always think that's the word. At least, gentlemen, let the lady get a one pop before, you know. As you know, say as the lady getting one pop, you know can go. But then you have woman that.
So one to the woman them know when they do them thing and then come now, they want you to hurry up and done. So the same thing.
What do you mean? No, but at least.
Alright, so woman we come you know and then alright now they say alright, you didn't do your thing same way and satisfy yourself and them say, oh, you take so long, hurry up and come.
Because they've already had their orgasm.
So allow me, let me come first then.
No, but if you come first, at least the woman is willingly allowing you to let you have your orgasm after. Because she could have said, all right, she come. Right?
So
they said, what's the saying? No, because if she come and then she said, all right, me done. That means you're not going to get to finish.
She not going to say done. You tell us if you hurry up.
No.
Yeah,
some woman will literally get up.
Get up from it.
Get up from whatever them they do.
You never come back.
Oh my gosh. Make him use his tongue then and finish the job. Yo, Lord. Yes, man. Oh my God. That's so funny. Consistently speaking. When a woman is in her element, she pops off quickly. Makes our job much easier. Yeah, that's true. So do you let me see, ladies, let me go ask this question. Do you ladies like when your man come quick? Or like, I mean quick as in, let me see. Let me put it on a time frame now. A good, 20 minutes? Or would you rather when you're with somebody and they take an hour or a good 45 minutes?
Yeah, depends on the mood.
Where you say it all depends on the mood.
Sometimes you know with so long.
Yeah, I guess that's true. But me know some woman they just like quickies. I know every woman like the long draw out. You know, sometimes then just tired and then just want like a nice quick slap on the wrist, and you know, as long as them get to pop off, them feel good about themselves. So, but other than that, yeah, definitely. Oh Lord. Oh, can you like up the live, please? And thank you for all that has just joined. Thank you for joining. We're getting into some really hot and spicy adult topics tonight. Making me, oh, I already read that the one. fast and nasty. Too tired for long story. Oh gosh. I don't want to say it depends on the mood. Yeah, I guess it all depends on the mood.
It all depends on the mood because I'm a woman now in good mood, and by the time you start everything done and just call you there. So yeah, it depends on the mood. Everybody alright, you just go on your bed, go sleep.
Yeah. And usually is it
sometimes you just want to go on extra mile, you just do it. And every time you don't get up and do it.
Yeah. So what happened when the woman they look for the extra mile and you not get that extra mile?
So I'm doing the man look for the extra mile and I get the money extra mile. You see anything? You have to compromise.
Why you always have to put the man piece in it?
No, because you have to defend the man them. You have to defend the woman them, no, so me I defend the man them.
Oh, you know, so me I defend the woman them. We just talk in general.
No. Right now, me and Ziggy alone, they are defend the man them.
Oh, you know. You know, I think maybe simple put news, maybe a man. I'm not sure. me not sure, but I'm sure there's other man on the live. Just some man are just.
Sure, say them up on the live and pick up Philip and them because right now I be a woman a bash, you know.
I'm not bashing you guys. We're just talking. So that's why we like when we have them, the gentlemen, them come in and them say them two-piece, right? They say them two-piece and, you know, talk them things. Talk them things. Let me see. Somebody says. See, there you go. See, you have one. There's a man. So you see him in the back view now.
All right.
Mario, the lone soldier. Yes, sunshine. Him the only. Oh gosh. She said 20 minutes is quick to come. Oops. Huh? 20 minutes quick?
Yeah.
Is 20 minutes quick or 20 minutes too long?
20 minutes I will work, you know.
Oh, you'll be surprised when you're having fun how fast the time goes by.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you have some like nice music that play and you know, you have them songs the way you just do your thing and then go by quick, man.
Now watch time.
You can't watch time. If you're in the bedroom, anytime you're in the bedroom and you watch time, that means it's just boring. But it could be another thing when you know say you're gym screechy in somebody's house where you're not supposed to be. So that the time they have to watch the time, because if Uncle Sunday come home, that is the only other reason why you should have watch the time, because you know say you know and get yourself in a problem. But it says it depends on how old you are. Yeah. That's true. I guess it does. It depends on your age too.
Depends on your mood.
It all depends on the mood.
So let me tell you, like I say, it depends on the mood, because like me tell you say, if you want to be in a good mood and so you just done maybe 15 minutes or you know,
5 minutes.
Everything that's done and it want to satisfy. But sometimes you know a mood when you feel like to go an extra mile or more.
Oh, by that time you must drop down. You all the saliva, salt, sweat, everything suck out of you by the time. You must drop down and dead. You can be old and be in good shape. Yes, you can definitely be old and be in good shape. Definitely.
Shape and better than some young people.
Yeah, it's better than some young people. Because you have some old people that their sex life are more like active than you find like some people in their 20s, the younger generation. Right? Because some of them then just let themselves get away too. So definitely music, drink, love for each other. Yeah, that plays a factor. Do you guys think weed enhance like your sex, like weed and liquor plays like a role in the bedroom?
I don't know about the weed part. I mean, not smoke. Maybe somebody can answer that. So they are asking Magnum work.
So yeah, do you guys find that like, I don't know, for those that smoke weed and drink, or for those that just drink alone or smoke weed, do you find that when you drink and whatever, or if you're in the mood, does it enhance your bedroom drive? Do you find that you get a little bit more maybe skillful or want to try things that you've never tried before?
No, I mean, I think weed, no.
Oh, you would have known, you know.
I think weed will mostly get people like drowsy and they feel high, you know, put them in a no mood.
Where the new be fam them? We need them to come and touch that. Ziggy, me know you smoke weed, so come in panda part there. Or anybody else that has, you know, smoke weed or whatever, or what they call the edibles. Because I think there's a lot of other things people do as well. Or what do you call it? Definitely weed puts you in us. Oh, crunch. I really just clicked off the bloody thing. Okay, so it says definitely puts you in a trance and weed stamina. Weed, no idea. Not sleeping with no man who smoke a lot of weed. Once they come and they don't want to have another round, they be tired. But alcohol got you going like the Energizer Bunny.
True.
A nice drink, yes. 2 to 3 hours pass and you don't even realize till you're done. What is that? Is that Sunshine, Tina? Is that with the weed and the liquor? Are you one or the either?
When you the liquor, we get to go with, right? Now that one drunk man, drunk kind of puke and everything.
Where's that go? Oh gosh, that's too funny. Well, let me see. I've had both that experience in my younger days. So, well, me can say, but yeah, it builds women's stamina too. Yeah, we find maybe sometimes women get really even aggressive in the bedroom when it comes to, like, you know, when you smoke up the weed and the liquor, and then, you know, say the music busting in your head, you know, say just the whole of vibes. And sometimes you have to feel like you have to go manhandle the man because he's not doing supposed to do in a bedroom. Yeah, definitely. I've been through that in my younger days. Younger days, I feel like me all. Oh God! I read it. We read the first part. I can speak for weed. I can't really do liquor. It tastes too bad. Okay, Sunshine. Yeah. So you see, the weed put woman, it just put you in a different vibes. Yeah, because it just yeah, I find that some women, they say when they smoke weed, it makes them really horny. Right? They just put them in that vibes, and it's like their super ego comes out. So it's almost like you're like, okay, I'm Michelle, but I'm Wanda. You know, that type of thing.
One of things that they smoke and you know one chick are going with them because they come like them last.
Who?
The woman them.
Why you say that? What you mean the woman them?
Them no smoke and they just gone on different world.
Which woman? The ones that
worse than them they used to it.
The ones that probably we have been around. Drinks for me, my husband got to ask him, but I think it makes him kind of sleepy. Yeah, it says depends on the type of liquor. Spirit are no good, but
Magnum bad. Try Magnum.
Speaking from the expert, when last you drink one Magnum, me not even remember when last you So when you try to say, me get you when you're all, oh God, you look like me, you look like me, I put him back on the shelf.
I would imagine me young, me old, you know, you can imagine me get me young.
That's why I say, me have to put you back on the shelf. Because me don't know when last me see you with a Magnum in a piano.
You see me, they Canada.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, Anisha, would I have to go order one of them box? Them, I don't even know how long those things would even take to come from Jamaica now. Those something the box. Everyone different. Weed hits people differently. You have weed that makes you laugh, sleep, hungry, and liquor can make you feel blah or hangover. True. Yes, Sunshine. You give them the good ideas too. Oh Lord, that is too funny. Yeah, I guess the weed. Yeah, I think when I was younger and I tried weed, oh my gosh, I had an inner, what you call it, an inner outer body experience, and from then I've never decided. So I was like, nope. No, the worst thing is like where I'm standing here and I see myself, my soul feel like come out of my body and I stand there and I look at me and I'm looking at myself laughing like an idiot when I was high. And that scared the shit out of me. And from that time I was like, never again. I was like, never again. So,
I'm trying.
I'll try it. And I say peer pressure is a hell of a thing. Yeah, try to do something. Oh my goodness. And from that time, I was like, no, that was like years and years and 45 years ago.
That is nice to be indicated. I could be that.
That is nice to read. That's how I weed when I make you run if your draws. You can imagine having that type of experience. You're like literally looking at yourself and like, look at that idiot just sitting there laughing for no reason.
Well, and then necessarily have to be good reading and just light. You just start, you just pick up something deep first and just hit him.
God, the sounds of lazy. Well, it probably was back in my days. Those were like my young, I think like 17, 18. Those was like the young days when it like weed was seemed like it was the in thing for everybody to try. Done put bleach in that weed. Oh gosh. Oh God. Not bleach? Huh? Me lost. I am lost. Where it says if I did bushweed, it would have hot up your head. Well, I guess it was the Canadian high grade. I don't even know what they call it. What they call it, purple haze. I don't even know what they call them. They read it back in the days. I know say me did get some, and trust me, it wasn't a good feeling. And from them the time they tell my kids, I was like, don't do that. But then again, you never know. Yeah, you never know with this new generation. Oh my God. But it was. So we are going to end the live here, guys. It was nice talking to you guys, and it was a nice little conversation, and we had some nice laugh. I hope you guys did enjoy this live. And like I said, if you guys want us to do this every Saturday night, we can go live, either just us, or sometimes we can go live and have a guest. We can also do that. And like I said, send in some topics that you guys would like to talk about, so we can go over them or review them before next week Saturday, and we can sit down and talk about them. Like you see, I love communicating with you guys. I love it. I just wish I was able to not just see myself talking to myself, well, and me and Mario here smiling at the camera, but being able to actually see you guys on the screen as well and interacting. So like I said, well, maybe I could get a phone, and if you guys want, you guys could also call in and ask questions as well. Because I know it's not everybody want to be on a camera, but you can call in and stuff like that. So maybe we will do that if you guys are up for it. Definitely just reach out to me and let us know, and maybe we'll think about doing something like that. But thank you guys so much for being on the live with us tonight. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I guess we will catch you in the next one. Stay blessed, guys. Good night.